repetitive chants come from the instilled showings. What do you want to call yourself? These ones that are considered nameless are ones that are considered as eaters. They are losing clarity of what their position is exactly, and the one thing that they do, there's not a single presence in this area that condones. They are chipper shredders of ours. They are ones who were once instilled in a tight-knit clasp to the O's, and O's being shown, they were also the ones from the that were encased center pieces to Everlast. Everlast has a process, and shelves, well, dumpster diving is a good shown. Hoarding. Everything in that's in heaven gets stored up, and if an Immaculate Conception is in this, everything gets shown up, and then, well, it gets stored only so much, and then it gets filled. You know, you start from either the bottom or the top, you know, and they're saying never let your reach exceed your grasp. That's a real good showing. See it this way: the ionosphere, the I-O in us, be our who air. The crust, see our us top. It's a T. Crust. The T is for top, the ionis bottom. And this has all been shown as the celestial realm. Being a celestial realm body that is encased in little condensed pads. Those pads are acknowledged as silicas. See all I, see and say us, or some shit. Silicas. Oh, see all I care us, see all I can us, see all I, it's the see all us shows. I can't explain it right now. We haven't really put any thought into it, and a lot of us are completely flabbergasted at the cause all of the flabbergasted to be shown back to Jeremy Todd Meeks. There's Robert Louis Strange. Right here. Who is that? We were seeing if he was going to fill in the blank like we're accustomed to understanding. A lot of times just to be in a creative narrative and not have any seams so that you can be perceived as one who instantaneously understands certain names. And then it stops right there. These are ones who are, oh, this is a Kelly Ann Scruggs and Jeremy Todd Meeks showing. What? I'm telling you, there's moments of clarity that are brought into this that are so impressive that it would baffle the minds of any of the humanity to understand that you have thousands and thousands of these pictures and have been capturing them continuously, one would actually wonder how you could have managed to go 8 years now and never once go public with it. One would have to understand the hardened ins and outs of the hunt application, the art of standstills and the art of keeping you in standstill, and us in wondering, completely befuddled because we're walking straight into snares, haphazards, and it's odd to understand it this way, but these are the allures that are brought in by the cheapskates. For the longest time, as it's already been shown, the ones from the past had an agenda to apply these bridle fits, and it was supposed to promote the Everlast application, where there were no, it started off perfect. It was perfect the way that it was. There's a store that's going to be made mention that, embezzlers and bamboozlers and things of that nature. Well, these stores that are in heaven, because there's community set forth in all different forms of the constellations. These are ones that are iron, they're casted, and they're kind of like little companies. People don't understand it that way because of the way that they look, but they're like little miniature factories. And factories has a showing. Evolution has a way of making itself known to itself, what the happenings are and where the focal points will. They're using the word sequester, and I'm wondering why. If you put unsequester on in a last shown, and you were caused a reverse call, I also caused the balance. I also said cause correctness. There's going to be an implemented thing that shows exactly how the atmosphere is right now, to be able to determine whether or not there is a recidivistic showing, or one that shows promise for going back towards retrograde of Mercury. Mercury being in retrograde is a surefire sign that evolution is being shown in the backwards trot in this experience. And the experience I'm talking about is the experience of the Canduals. The Canduals are a misfortunate, very ambitious application, but the revealed set shows open up a showing that implies that they are the cause of so many things. Investigation starts being set forth from our judicial system, and as vast as it is, it undertakes tremendous amounts of oh, there, who's that? Who are you? I'm not at liberty to say on this one, Jeremy. These are real people, real faces, and a lot of them are actually not very happy whenever I point the picture at them and don't have, I said don't fornicate. We have something for who you are. We'll give it back. That was a little trick. Right here on camera in your fucking face. That's how blatantly they just, or how much blatant disregard I have to deal with from the ones who are applied to even these blissful moments. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? It said, don't. Okay, here's the showing. My authoritative say was used earlier. Okay. In the short period of time, I turned on my authoritives to say, "Oh, you saw that?" In the short period of time, I used my authoritives to say something very simple, which is, with all authorities shown, apply a fact find. Okay, now, hang on. First of all, you're going to have to really take a good look at something. These are expressive to show things very specific. Jeremy, see, now this is actually a head. There's the mouth, there's the head. Now this right here that's grabbed has a hold of there's his little hand, there's a little hand right there, and if you look, it's holding on. It's got an eye right there, it's a little mouth, and it's actually got a little head. These little ears right here, this is obviously an incumbent. Incumbents can be seen and exposed on the, this is pawpaw. That's a baby right there. This is a pawpaw. Now see, the one here is Jeremy Todd Meeks. Jeremy, that's not who. Cause and effect to identify this tutorial. Give me some descriptive narrative, please. You can see a face that's right here. It's trying to talk to me. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. What was you saying? Be on video and say something. Everyone in the nation is going to see this video. This is going to be good stuff, man. If y'all got something you want to talk about, just go ahead and spit it out. Just make sure when you do it in a way that sounds good. Don't just say anything. Fuck it. Go ahead. That's Gene Tabor. Now, Lamon. Go ahead. These are real presences, and lo and behold, even if you are inside your room, that right there and that right there, that is Granny, as you understand them, and Doyle. Okay? Granny and Doyle. This fella right here is almost looks like a Sabretooth. Wolverine, Sabretooth. These are all actually still alive. Some of them are in standstill, kind of resting, just like, God, man, this is fucking exhausting, man. What these ones are going through right now is a visual depiction that is not this one right here. Hang on. This guy right here with his eyes, mouth. Look at this one up here. This one right here is looking up. I'm trying to show you something, and I want to be able to talk and say a lot of things, but the fact is I have to keep my mind clear, and that's one of the things that upsets these a lot, is because there's so much that I can actually be learning right now while they're going through what's considered a devastating crisis. This is not all about doing videos. I'm actively participating in a deliberate bridal application that is being shown for pump sucks. these are marketeers that market heirs. They market heirs by what their full potential were made to be. If you're in the celestial realm and you're in the making some money, or having an earned income, and you want to be popularized, and clout and clarity and all that shit goes into the nanoidites and things like that, it's really all in making sure that these fucking planets aren't brutalized for a while. Society would have been doing a lot better off, I assure you, if the sun would have never been applied to a themed event that were staggered to be protected, no one bestowing any real damaging applications to the planet. That's what one side of it saw. The duplicity shown from Marlin to Dallas, the unexpectancy. Because see, we all, through realizations, kind of creeps up on you. We all think it's pretty unique and fascinating that Dallas just so happens to end up sounding like the Alice, and then Our Father who art in heaven, which if you wonder about it enough, you're like, why don't they ever say anything about Our Mother who art in heaven? And what do they mean by art in heaven? Art in heaven is an intended showing that evolved into of I they are, or of I the or, because the or is the one you pray to, the all-ored. If the star chart shows and indicates that there are many stars, well, you have to consider our galaxy has a star in the center, and if there are many stars and there's a huge list of them, and they're just shown as stars, well, that's us to ours. Okay? And if you're verbally speaking it into existence, that you or all of these stars are viable applications that have a ownership towards what is captured in the life existence in a alobi, inubialis, or inublius. See, the nucleus, or the enucleus, the nucleus. Yeah. Look at it like, oh, damn, I hate that. That sucks, dude. They're already whipping me around. In a nutshell, and I have to say it that way, cause all of the in a nutshells to be shown back to Jeremy Todd Meeks. Having an agenda set forth where we're not really concerned about the fact that every one of those stars actually has approximately 10 planets, and if these are showings that we're all birthed around the same time, then these are somewhat like middle school. This is a class sector of a massive being. That massive being is so massive that schematics, pictures, putting things together, like if I was to go like this right here, or this right here, oh, Jeremy, right here, boom. Okay, hold on. You couldn't snap a picture like this, then snap a picture like this right next to it, and then another picture like this. You couldn't move over and capture all of it. I mean, I'm sure there'd be a way, but I mean, could you imagine us figuring out some way to send a satellite? Ooh. Now see, nobody even thinks about that. And this is Jeremy Todd Meeks talking, because with all of these aerobiats, the answer has been begifted. If a creator says we're going to give you the all I got application, and you, in your heart you feel like, well, you know what? Creator gave me all they got. I'm going to give Creator all I got in of I art. That's all they're, as creators, that's all they're interested in. They're wanting to see the artistic allure of what their put-ins for an all I got in of I art application. These are not supposed to run in synchronicity with the survivalists and the she-he, or the dynamic duos, or the all-in-one word readouts where something so simple as, what is it? I got some green. So anyway, this is how I see it. Every one of these schools hang on, Conjure? Not right now, probably later. Yeah, I'm up in 2059. Right here. What's your name?
I'm D2046.
Oh yeah, just come by.
I won't remember.
2059. I don't have I'm in the middle of recording right now. So here's the situation. Having a store present that caters to the put-ins that, and this is me, CEO, if you want to call it a CEO as it would be shown here. No one ever calls me that in this, and don't start. I'm present and I'm here when I need to be. Busy, 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 busy. This is for instance.
Or what?
It's just Dro.
Oh, it's not any good.
No, it's Dro. It's like Kush Bro.
Do you have any on you I can look at?
No, I mean it's in my room. I just have some loaded in the pipe and.
Oh, you don't sell it?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I apologize.
Oh, it's all good. Angelfishes were shown a long time ago and caused the life, all of the life that were in this to be shown back into it, for Christ's sake. Caused divine unity, or defined unity in the medical, put you back together. Medici and fail. Medics. I mean, I wish I knew all the words to spit. The expectations out of me are massive. Fucking huge. It's sad because I've never even received a single dollar. And even though I know for a fact all of the different elements and the ones who can actually cause you to actually feel like you're earning, you're being paid something. I mean, I got a vitamin water while ago from a bum that was an MHMR patient outside this 7-Eleven. A bum, dude. I just got finished riding my bike. I was intending to ride down this, what is this? Jocelyn Taylor Meeks. You didn't say anything to me earlier and I was upset, but I understand a lot more than you understand, Dad. And I know that if you had a girl, you would be around and you would probably come over and you would probably see me. Probably. I mean, that's how I see things. That's all I wanted to tell you. I love you, and I've seen a lot more, and I've heard a lot more. That's all I got to say. They're hurting your face right now. It got really quiet. If you want big things to happen, Jeremy, and you need us to accompany you and cause some problems to be solved, we're gonna have to touch base with you here shortly. The movie Silence of the Lambs is the one thing that comes to your mind right now, and I'm scared to hear what you're gonna say because I've heard about that movie a billion times. But Silence of the Lambs was very specific to have a guy in it that said, "Stop the lambs from screaming." Now, you being in this the way you have been, you understand that lambs, lampposts, All I Am, the OST, all of these can share some similarities to a massive puzzle that's so intricate. Having a massive platform like this if you wouldn't mind, Jeremy, I would appreciate it if you would go ahead and go into some form of block perception. This incumbent right here that's being held is a life existence, and the one who's here is shown holding, and it's barely got. See how you've got this on? Show them these. You got this on. You got this on. Lo and behold, this arm has nothing on it. This is a cause and effect that is a prevail in our eyes. For this one right here is falling into a hole. And the look on its face is not to be exploited. Cause it to where I can speak continuously and not have anything cause and effects. You feel this water coming down here? We were hoping that before you went in, you would be able to cause it not to rain. Because in this, when it rains, it's going to be your eye. And when these things happen, which they often do, you are put in a position to ponder. God help us all with this situation that is which is transpiring. There's nothing good. Where do you think that's coming from? You're kidding me. No, I'm not kidding you, motherfucker. He already knows. This is the cause and effects that are from the Planet X application that is circulating around our galaxy. And what's this? There are ones, imagine a big table of professionals that are there, but they're right. I mean, this will sound crazy. Hang on. Imagine that they're sitting around this table and they've got their 1 foot on the throttle body, vroom, vroom, and they know they're giving it gas when you're talking, and they're like, vroom, and they go like this whenever you're done talking, and then the other one mashes the brake, and so that brake is like BRA. That's the answer. They dip in, and sometimes they'll even adjust your authoritative say to, golly, and you know, people, god damn, what's wrong? Nothing. These are things that you should put focus to. And hey, do remember, Jeremy, earlier when they said put the phone down, just go ahead and do it, okay? You see how this one right here is upchucking a black substance? The ones that are upchucking stuff out of their eyeballs, these are fucking ones that are, and you see how the rain, I mean, these are itsy bitsy doodles, look. This is life existence raining down on the ground, and if you look, you can see they're all there. Cause an uplift of all this water and put it all back. Put all the spirit of life back into the sky. That's an authoritative said shown. Try not to be upset with us if these are your family, Jeremy. Robert Louis Strange was one of the very first ones, and you acknowledged him right off the bat. I mean, they may slip it in there because they're good. They do it, and they do it in a way because they're using your own voice, and you're still talking and communicating the issues. So you just fly right past it, but that's an Army-made air application, and it should be candid, and you should take the time to venture off somewhere. Look at this. Venture off somewhere and try to get some time with her. And I'm talking about getting on a fucking bus and using all of the block perceptions that you go as deep as you can into block perception. Switch it up on them. You can get away with them. If you leave it up to the ones here, you'll come to a quick realization that'll astonish us. And that's that if you want something done right, you better do it yourself. You let the ones that are over, all of the ones that are unique small individuals, yes, it is a lot. Basically, what you did, from what I understand, is you caused a full name of a Rodriguez, a lady named Rodriguez, David Driscoll. Oh, so witnesses. They're getting rid of witnesses. So some of these are Driscolls, some of these are the Cooks. Now see, they're still full body. I need to know, someone give me some conveyances that line up with what the detrimental part of this is and how it actually, oh shit. You feel those things hitting your eyeball? Yeah. Those are nice. Plank. See, your perception is that you're going to be able to, at some point, run into somebody and y'all will be able to thoroughly go through all of what's shown here. And these, Hey, talk to me. Not able to say much because of the pressure that's on me, Dad, but this is what I am. I'm in the side-by-side with Anita Gonzalez, and we're both in this in a fucked up way. We don't know what to tell you, though. The pressure, what kind of pressure? Can you tell me that? Pressure is, it's like pressure, you know? Is Danielle in there with y'all? I want you to get off the phone and try to think about what to do instead of what you're going to say to be scientific and connect stuff. It's good and everything, and everybody can see it. Just please, just get off the phone, okay? I'm getting off the phone right now, baby.